Hi everyone. So here I will be talking about whether you should select economics or physical education or computers in class 9th. Now if you are from CBSE, this video is not for you. Please skip it. This is for the students from the ICSE board because in class 8th we need to make a choice among these three subjects. So let me help you. Talking about the first subject, that is economics. Why? Because that is what I chose. Now, the first reason was I was very interested in commerce, right? I wanted to study about commerce, about banks, about money. And kind of economics paves the foundation for you. Also, if you're planning to do your 11th and 12th from the ISC board and that too from commerce, you should for sure choose economics. Why? Point one, the syllabus that we have in class 9th and 10th, it is very similar to what we have in class 11th and 12th. So kind of you're already aware about all the topics that they're going to cover in the main board, right? Secondly, even if you're going to do your commerce from the CBSE board, kind of the term is not very new for you because you spent 2 years studying about demand, supply, mixed economy, currency, how did currency came into existence, how it is managed today, what are these notes. You study a lot of about these things, banks, balance of payments, imports, exports. So if these topics interest you, go for economics, right? But the cons, the major con that is there in economics is the scoring part. Because the answers are very subjective, there's less objectivity, people tend to lose a lot of marks, right? So knowledge wise, of course it's economics if you want to go for commerce, but if you're very conscious about your marks, then you can skip economics if that is your major criteria, because I agree it is a bit hard to score high in economics. I somehow scored above 95, so I kind of don't think that this is a very good reason to leave economics if you're really interested in the subject, because end of the day answers are coming from the books. If you structure them well, they come out well. If you know how to write them well, how to present them well, nobody can take your marks, right? But I have heard from n number of people talking about how the subjectivity and how the scoring in economics is really hard. Also, it might happen that one of your friend who wrote the same answer might get some other marks while the other might get lower than her, because it kind of depends on the teacher as well, who's reading through the answer scripts, how that teacher is approaching things. So scoring is one very typical thing that prevents people from opting for economics. But honestly, you can easily score around in the bracket of 88 to 94, right? If you're somebody who has a good hold on knowledge, who knows how to write well, so you can get good marks. So of course, if you're interested in economics, you're planning for maybe CA in the future or any course related to commerce, that is BCom honors or economic honors, then economics is the subject for you, and I have called out the con as well. Coming to the second part, that is computers. Now in computing, you need to study a proper language, and what I understood from my friends, I consulted them, so they told me if you understand the foundation of the programming, you can easily score above 98 in computers, right? You just need to get the programs right. If you are somebody who struggles with writing these programs, and computers are not for you, because you need to have good hold of programming if you're going for computers. Either it is like extreme left or it is extreme right. Either you will get really good marks, like nobody can even snatch one single mark from you if you have good hold on programming. But if you're skeptical, if you're afraid, then it might be a blunder for you, right? But if you're thinking of going for science in the future, right, for engineering background, then it's advisable to have computers in class 9th and 10th as well. And the second part is it is quite scoring as well if you have a good teacher to teach you the entire thing from end to end, right? Now the third subject, that is the physical education one. So what I have heard from people might disagree, but they say that it is very easy to get along with this subject. It is fun to study it. There are a lot of games. Practicals are not that typical. Of course, you have to match the level. Exercise and everything is included. You need to match that. But it's not as typical as economics and computers. Secondly, the theory part is something which a child can easily cover. It is related to biology, mainly your body, how it works, nutrients, all these things. So kind of uh, physical education is an easy subject which you can opt for if you like, if you don't want to spend a lot of time studying these particular two options that we had previously. Then you can go ahead with physical education, and it can be really good if you're planning for a medical background, or for maybe for some other course which you're thinking which might not have economics or computers as mandatory. So then physical education is a good option for you. So yes, this is my opinion for all these three subjects. I'll always advise you before, like, this is my opinion, but I want you to do your own research as well. First of all, sit and think what you want to study in the future, right? Of course you cannot have clarity that what you will do in the next 3 years, but kind of, we have AI, open Claude, open Chat GPT, study what all options do we have right now, what all we can do, right? Understand that, just ask it to throw the broad topics that okay, this is how commerce can look like, this is how careers in computers can look like, this is how careers if you offer physical education can look like. Go through them, go through the broad topics, understand if you're interested in them or not, and then make the right decision for yourself. Because 2 years is a long time, and you need to choose what you want to study. So choose something that you're really interested in, right? If you have any queries, drop them in the comment box. I'll be really happy to address them. Thank you so much.